Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome into the Free Money Show here, coming to you live with another episode for Across the Pond, the soccer gambling show here. And a rough day on Friday, so went 1-4, decided to take a break for Saturday and focus up here for Sunday. So to recap, from the 25th, Nantes and Monaco over 3.5, plus 172 was a winner, a 2-2 draw. And Akliouche did not get a goal or assist, so a loss there. Luton Town plus 1.5 and double chance first half. First half, okay, lost it. And the second half just got really lazy, but that's okay. That is kind of to be expected from a club that just got promoted. So shame on me, but good on Chelsea for that. And RB Leipzig, first half money line. They gave a goal, bad pass in the first half, and was an easy goal for Stuttgart, and decided to turn it on in the second half. Olmo scored again, like I talked about. Should have just taken him to score a goal, and scored 5 in the second half. So they brought it to him. I'll give him credit. I was dead wrong. So 1-4 day, negative 1.78 units. That plus 172 kind of helped out eat some of the damage there. So we start the day up 4.95 units, and we have 3 games here in the Premier League. Decided to just stick with England today and go from there. So we start pick number 1, Aston Villa moneyline plus 110 on FanDuel. Villa had a taste of European football midweek with a game against Hibernian and a 5-0 win away. Emi Martinez did have to be substituted at half. And usually Shaky Olsen did okay, allowing no goals in the second half. Didn't do much work, but did his job nonetheless. Olsen will likely be between the sticks today, and this is a game Villa's offense will be much needed. And Burnley has only had 1 game due to week 2 being postponed, and maybe a bit slow, kind of a rust versus rest situation after we saw Luton Town kind of get lazy in the second half. Maybe that comes in effect here in this one. And Villa did struggle away from home last season and need to fix that if they want to be top 4 after already struggling against Newcastle to start the season. And last year, Villa started the season no wins, 4 draws, and 3 losses before they got their first one. And Burnley only registered an expected goals of 0.31 against Man City, and Villa will surely be able to score here today. And it will really be a good test for Emery's side if no Emi Martinez playing today. And I don't think the last game was really fair to Villa on the scoreline, at least. Newcastle were the better club, but I don't think a 5-1 score was really indicative of the performances. Maybe should have been 4-2 as opposed to 5-1. But Villa plus 110 on the money line here today to start things off in the Premier League. Pick number 2, Man City at 30 minutes, minus 110 on FanDuel. So Manchester City needs to be winning at the 30-minute mark in the first half. They play Sheffield United, who are hosting Man City, and did allow a goal in the first 3 minutes to Nottingham Forest last week from inside the box, and I think that may happen again here with mighty Holland. And they did play much better at home. Against Crystal Palace, they only allowed 1 goal. That was in the 49th minute. But Manchester City had a tough clash with Newcastle that saw them win 1-0 from an Alvarez goal in the 31st minute. Holland has been quiet in his last 2 games versus Newcastle and Sevilla, not scoring in either one of them. So expect him to have a big performance here today. Phil Foden was great last week with a nice assist to Alvarez with a 0.78 expected assist. Hopefully Grealish or him can get on the stat sheet. And it's never fun fading Man City. So we are their biggest fans for the first 30 minutes today. And I think that they will handle Sheffield United. And they got one in the first 4 minutes. They got one in the 4th minute from Holland against Burnley. So hoping they can do the same against a fellow newly promoted club in Sheffield United. Pick number 3, we have Liverpool moneyline plus 200 on DraftKings, and then a light sprinkle on Liverpool to win both halves, quarter of a unit plus 900 on FanDuel. Liverpool had a 1-1 draw with Chelsea away to start the season, and could have been a couple more. A goal was called offsides that I don't think should have, but nonetheless, should have more goals than they did in that one. And last week had a 3-1 win against Bournemouth. And I think today is a vintage Liverpool performance, kind of back to how they were in 2018, just playing great on the pitch, first half and second half. And just for a couple reasons, Salah has been linked to Saudi clubs, and Liverpool seems to keep him. And smart move, I get it, but this is Salah's club, so I think that he'll have a good performance today as well. And they face a top 4 club in Newcastle. Newcastle played brilliant against Aston Villa like we talked about, but I just kind of feel that game got out of hand a little bit, and I don't think that should be, or Liverpool should be this big of an underdog here in this game. And they get a home test in Liverpool after a 1-0 loss to City last week. And Newcastle did lose twice to Liverpool last season. In the game at Newcastle, 2-0 loss, 2 goals scored in the first half. And then at Anfield, 2-1 loss for Newcastle, with 2 goals being allowed in the second half. Transfer Endo may start after subbing in for Alexis McAllister. Got a red card in their last game against Bournemouth. He might get the full start here today. And Joe Gomez may play for Konate if he isn't fit to play this one. So you're going to get that back four, the old back four, kind of like 2018. And Luis Diaz can hopefully keep the good form going, and goal streak at 3 games. By getting one today would make it 3 in a row. First player in some time to do so. So we start Aston Villa moneyline plus 110 on FanDuel. They got to win away games if they want to achieve the aspirations that they've kind of spent and hope to have so far this season. Man City at 30 minutes, minus 110 on FanDuel. Haaland has been a bit quiet to his standards and hopefully can get one early like he did week 1 against Burnley. And then we finish Liverpool moneyline plus 200 on DraftKings. I think that we're going to get a vintage Liverpool performance here today against a team they had success against last season. And then a light sprinkle, 0.25 units, so quarter unit on Liverpool to win both halves, plus 900. So thank you all for listening. Going to be a much better day here in the Premier League as opposed to the debacle of Friday. But appreciate it. You can follow me at the RJ Larson on Twitter or X, whatever you call it, here at the Free Money Show. Of course, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out a lot. And at the Free Money Show on Spotify. Thank you again. Everyone enjoy your Sunday and see you next time.